In this video, we're going to cover another type of PHP data. It's called resources. So a resource is a variable which is going to hold a reference to an external resource. So as an example, if you open a file using PHP, you can define a variable of type resource. This variable is going to refer to the open file, and we're going to use that variable to extract data from the file, for example, read the file, or even write on the file. So let's create a simple example. So we're going to be opening a file for reading. Okay, so first of all, let's create a file in our FTP. So we're going to create a new file. It's going to be a text file, and we're going to call it sometext.txt. Okay, so let's open this file using Control O and just write some text in there. Just going to copy paste this multiple times. So if you save and close. Okay, now we're going to define a variable. We're going to call it my file, and we're going to set it to it's going to be a resource. Okay, so we want to open the file that we have just created and read it. So we're going to use a function called fopen. We're going to come back to these functions later on, but if you want to explore what the function is doing, you can just do Control K, and you can see that this function opens a file or URL. Okay, and it will return the file pointer resource, okay, on success. Anyway, so we're going to use a couple of parameters here. So the first one is going to be the name of our file, which is sometext.txt. Okay, so we just use the name directly because both the PHP file and this file are in the same folder. Okay, and the second variable, we're going to use R for reading. So we're opening the file with for reading. Okay. We'll come back later to these kind of functions later on. So now let's dump this variable. And refresh. Okay, so you can see that it's a resource of type stream. Okay. So this variable is a resource. Now, let's try something. Let's have a line break. Okay. And let's use this variable to extract data from the file. So we're going to echo the data we're going to get from the file, but to do that, we're going to use a function fread. Okay, again, we'll come back to these functions later, but if you want to explore it now, you can just do Control K, and you can see that this function can read a file, and it takes the resource, okay, or the handle, and an integer, which is going to be the length. Okay, and the length is the number of bytes to read. So if we give it a couple of parameters, so first of all, we're going to give it the resource, which is my file, and then we can tell the number of bytes to read, for example, 20 bytes. Okay. If we save and refresh, you can see that we extracted 20 bytes of the file, and we're reading that. Otherwise, if you want to read the whole file, you can just use file size, okay, and you give to this function the location of our file. Okay, so now it's going to read the whole file and print it on the screen.